Guys, imagine a bike that has been ruling the world since 1958 and still dominating in 2026. Yes, today we are talking about the 2026 Honda Super Cub 125. A bike that is not just a machine, it's a legend. Welcome back to SG Riders, where we bring you the most viral bikes and scooters from around the world. Overview. First of all, let me tell you something crazy. The Honda Super Cub is the most sold motorbike in the history of the world. Over 100 million units sold. And now in 2026, Honda has brought it again with a fresh look, modern tech, but same legendary DNA. Auto evolution. But here's the twist. Backhand index pointing right in 2026, Honda didn't change the engine much. Backhand index pointing right instead, they focused on style and refinement. Which means, this bike is still simple, reliable, and super fuel efficient. Visor down. So the real question is, backhand index pointing right, is this bike still worth it in 2026? Let's find out. Design and look. Guys, just look at this bike. This is not just design. This is history on wheels. Backhand index pointing right, classic step-through frame. Backhand index pointing right, retro round headlight. Backhand index pointing right, elegant body lines. And in 2026, Honda introduced a new premium color. Premium silver metallic plus beige combo. This gives the bike a premium vintage vibe. Auto evolution. And yes, backhand index pointing right, full LED lights. Backhand index pointing right, chrome finish touches. Backhand index pointing right, clean minimalist look. This bike is perfect for heavy checkmark city riders, heavy checkmark retro lovers, heavy checkmark daily commuters. Honestly, it looks simple, but feels premium. Engine and performance. Now let's talk about performance. The 2026 Super Cub comes with backhand index pointing right, 124 cubic centimeters engine. Backhand index pointing right, air-cooled. Backhand index pointing right, single cylinder. Backhand index pointing right, fuel injection PGM-FI. Power output. Backhand index pointing right, around 9.8 HP. Backhand index pointing right, torque, 10.4 Newton meters. Honda.pl. Now I know what you're thinking. Only 9 HP? But wait. This bike is not about speed. It's about heavy checkmark reliability, heavy checkmark smooth riding, heavy checkmark fuel efficiency. Top speed is around 85 to 90 km per hour. Perfect for city use. Auto. And the best part, backhand index pointing right, fuel consumption is just 1.5 L per 100 km exploding head. Yes, this is one of the most fuel-efficient bikes in the world. Transmission. Now here comes something unique. This bike has backhand index pointing right, 4-speed gearbox. Backhand index pointing right, but no clutch lever. Yes, it uses a semi-automatic centrifugal clutch. Meaning, heavy checkmark, no clutch tension. Heavy checkmark, easy gear shifting. Heavy checkmark, beginner friendly. Even if you've never ridden a bike, you can ride this easily. Honda.pl. This is why delivery riders and commuters love it. Ride and comfort. Now let's talk about comfort. Backhand index pointing right, upright seating position. Backhand index pointing right, soft cushioned seat. Backhand index pointing right, lightweight body, around 110 kilograms. Honda.pl. Suspension setup. Heavy checkmark telescopic front forks. Heavy checkmark dual rear shocks. This makes the ride. Backhand index pointing right, smooth. Backhand index pointing right, stable. Backhand index pointing right, comfortable for daily use. And those 17-inch wheels give better balance and control. Perfect for city roads and rough streets. Features. Even though it looks classic, this bike is modern from inside. Features include heavy checkmark smart key system, Heavy checkmark full LED lighting. Heavy checkmark LCD instrument cluster. Heavy checkmark front disc brake plus ABS. Heavy checkmark electric start. So basically, backhand index pointing right old school look. Backhand index pointing right new school technology. Best of both worlds. Price and value. Now let's talk about price money with wings. In international markets, backhand index pointing right around $3,800 to $4,200, which is not cheap. But remember, heavy checkmark legendary reliability. Heavy checkmark ultra low fuel cost. Heavy checkmark long lifespan. This bike is an investment, not just a ride. Pros and cons. White heavy checkmark pros. Heavy checkmark iconic design. Heavy checkmark extremely fuel efficient. Heavy checkmark easy to ride. Heavy checkmark reliable Honda engine. Crossmark cons. Heavy multiplication X low power. Heavy multiplication X not for highways. Heavy multiplication X slightly expensive. Final verdict. So, should you buy the 2026 Honda Super Cub 125? Backhand index pointing right if you want speed crossmark. Backhand index pointing right if you want racing crossmark. But backhand index pointing right if you want style heavy checkmark. Backhand index pointing right if you want reliability heavy checkmark. Backhand index pointing right if you want best fuel economy heavy checkmark. Then this bike is perfect for you. This is not just a bike. This is a legend that still rules in 2026. If you enjoyed this video, backhand index pointing right like thumbs up. Backhand index pointing right subscribe bell. Backhand index pointing right comment your favorite bike. And don't forget, this is his SG Riders, bringing you the most viral bikes from around the world. See you in the next video.